I'm delighted to welcome today to the podcast Caroline Sommer, who is a professional life changer and health hunter. That's a bit of a statement, Caroline. How do you do that? How do you change life? How do you help people?
Yes, I think, yes, indeed. I know that's pretty huge, but I felt this inspiration on January the 1st. I had it my health center mission because I've noticed that in the end, you help people not only with their health, mental health, physical health, emotional health, but sometimes you also help people with their financial health. And that's really a kind of integrative and holistic and full mind, body, and material, approach. So that's quite a thing. Yes.
So let's rewind. What got you into health and well-being? How did you decide that health and well-being was your kind of thing? Did you suddenly wake up one morning at the age of 8 and decide I'm going to change the world and help people be healthy?
Well, that was a little bit different. When I was a little child, I always wanted to be in health, through different pathways. But then life being as it is, life brought me to totally different areas in my life, right? Because I started my career as an admin assistant, managing assistant. So nothing to do. Then we went to live in Bali, where I discovered the real estate world, international exotic real estate. And that's been my life for the last, I would say, like 10 or so years. I had my own company in real estate hunting, right? And but you know what happened with the COVID, etc. And anyway, I was no longer like fulfilled. I could feel that I was not in my happy place anymore. It was not a soul mission. It was, an intellectual thing. Okay. So, all in one, I've decided just 1 year ago that I just wanted to stop with it because I was no longer happy. And my path crossed a lady's path. We talked about health, etc. And the thing is, I was having, I was, I can't say chronic fatigue, but you understand that. So for more than 20 years, and she talked to me about a supplement, but I was so skeptic. I'm very skeptical person and very like bio ingredients oriented, etc. So I've been investigating for 2 months before I even took it for myself. And then in just 2 days, it was gone. No longer, chronic fatigue. So at that very moment, that was a huge mission, like falling upon me literally. And I felt that was a soul mission, like my soul, like woken up. Because by the way, my background is actually biology. This is where I started. So that's like a loop, like a divine circle, or call it what you want. And this is how I felt I needed to, yeah, to heal people again.
Brilliant. What did you do? What qualifications or studying did you do in biology in the early days?
Yeah, so that was, I don't know how you call that in English. That was baccalaureate.
Okay.
So that was a
Okay.
specialty in biology. And I remember the subject was the most complicated ever you could fall upon. And that was, yeah, all about immunity. But still, I was, I performed very well because I was so fond of it. And I'm still, so yes, this is how it started.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it? How we always do better when we're following our passion. And I've done this similarly recently, going back to my passion, which is the disc behavioral profiling. And I've created my own version. So whatever we're passionate about, it oozes out of us, doesn't it? We can't help. And when you spoke at the Friday Health Club recently, you're just oozing. It was fascinating going into the science. You were telling us all about how supplements are different to liquid in terms of nutritional intake. So tell us a bit about that, Caroline. How is a supplement? How are supplements different from one another? How do we know if we're having a quality supplement?
Yeah, so basically, I was precisely today writing an article for LinkedIn about this topic because much often you can see when you see a supplement bottle a huge concentration of ingredients like 2,000 milligrams or the like, and this is basically the sign that if manufacturers put that much quantity, it's because they know that almost nothing will really go through your cells. So that's really like an alert sign, a red alert sign for your supplements. Then, generally speaking, actually the supplements, the oral ones, traditional ones, there's been a study recently, I think it was in Canada, where they measured, the bioavailability and the absorption rate exactly. And this is between 3 to 7%. That is to say that your cells will use between 3 to 7% actually of the ingredients of the molecules, right? It's not that huge. Then you have also, a liposomal, which is supposed to increase that percentage. And it does indeed, because it's like putting some fat around the molecules to protect them from the digestive tract acids, from the stomach acids, basically. But the thing is that you have quite many drawbacks with that galenic. For example, the lipid are highly, oxidation prone, for example. It attracts also the toxins of the oral digestive tract, right? Then the fat is like a waste and the cells sometimes don't know what to do with it. So they put it in fat cells and it accumulates in your body. You have also sometimes gastric problems because some people don't quite well tolerate, the lipids of the liposomes. So liposomes is better than, a normal supplements with no encapsulation. I mean, but that's still not performing that well. And it's pretty expensive, generally speaking. And we don't want to attract more toxins in the body. We don't want to stock, fat in the end. And as always say, we are not made of fat. We are made of water, basically.
So,
Yes.
run by that liposome thing again. So, uh, oral tablets, so that like the normal kind of small, round, oval, whatever tablets, that's one thing. And you're saying that the absorption rate is really low, but then you were saying about liposomes, so that's liquid.
Liposomes could be in a liquid or in a, how do you call that? Jello?
The gel,
Or,
yeah, the gel capsules. Yeah, okay, that's what I
yes,
wanted
could
to
be,
clarify.
yeah. So either like a syrup or, in some kind of plastic, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
But
even then, you're
still,
saying it's still not fully absorbed. So how do we know what's being absorbed and what's not being absorbed? Is there any way we can tell by looking at the labels what's going to be better for us or not?
yeah, so this is the two most famous categories, let's say. And now there is another category, which is like an outsider one, because it's a world unique technology, which is called HydraStat. What is HydraStat? You can even already hear a part of their reply in that, because with the Hydra, it's based on water, right? So this very technology is about encapsulating molecules in ultra pure water clusters, but also putting the molecules to the size of a pore cell, of a cell pore, better said, yeah, of a cell pore, so that, the bioavailability, the absorption rate is maximum. We are talking here, it's even more stronger than actually bioavailability. Bioavailability is what you can have circulating in your blood. Here we're talking about cellular utilization, what really your cells intake and process, right? So with the HydraStat, instead of the 3 to 7%, which is more for liposomes, obviously, here we're talking about 97% absorption rate.
Wow, that's incredible. From 3 to 7 on the liposomal, which is considered to be much better than regular supplements. This hydrostat formula is 97%. That's incredible. That's incredible. No wonder it works so well so quickly.
Yeah, so actually it's the same. I think this is the only comparable, I mean, alternative to intravenous in terms, of efficiency, efficacy, etc. So that's pretty simple. The cells love water more than anything else because inside the cell it's mostly water-based, right? The cytoplasm is water. So first of all, they will take it very easily because it's very like biocompatible with the cells. Then the size of the molecules, because it's the size of as I said, like a little door of a cell, it will not be requiring any effort, any energy from the cell, because if the molecule is too big, the cell will not explode itself to enter the molecule. No way. The cell wants to survive. Okay. And this is how we survive, actually. So, what the cell will do if it's too big, like normal, ingredients, etc., it will have to like break it down, intake it, and reconstruct it. And the thing is, it's like wasting much energy for the cell because it's taking on its ATP, the energy from the mitochondria. And we want to avoid tiring our cells. This is not what we want when we take a supplement, for example. So this is why HydraStat is so easy for them. Does it make sense?
So ATP for clarification for the audience, please. What's ATP?
Yeah, I will be telling you the name because it's even more complicated. ATP is the energy created by each cell's little engine, electrical engine, if you prefer, which is called mitochondria. Yes. So each cell has mitochondria, and it's like, yeah, the little engine, if you prefer, of the cell. So ATP is the name of the substance which corresponds to the energy of the cell.
Or and a lot of people who are ill, their ATP goes right down, doesn't it? The cell dies. The cell becomes
Yeah.
bad, is diseased and
Mhm.
becomes deceased. So
Yeah, no, it's part of the process. It's more complex than that, obviously, but yeah, it's part of it. Yeah, yeah.
cool. Okay. And what is this hydrostat? So it's a method. So how many companies do you know that use this? I would imagine there's not that many. I know it's brand new on the market. So tell us about the company that you recommend.
Yes. So actually, HydraStat is a proprietary technology. So only one company out there has it. And the company is called NewMe. It's based in the US, but working in 74 countries. So HydraStat is a fruit of 17 years innovation, right? And only lately they have, enhanced the formula. We have, for example, a glutathione-based product on that called NutraSwish. We have a Neuro. Neuro is for the brain health based on that same technology. And likewise, a topical solution. Then you have the HERS, which is for hormonal disbalances for the women, but we don't have that yet in Europe or in the UK, but that will
Okay.
be coming. And basically, all future supplements coming in will be, based on that super disruptive technology because nobody else clearly has it.
So what kind of conditions? You mentioned ME. What other kinds of conditions can people be helped with?
Oh yeah. So actually, if you refer yourself to glutathione, you can help. I would say if we exclude healthy children below the age of 20, you can help 99% of the people. You have to take half the 0.01% of the people who are transplanted people because as glutathione put your immunity at its best level, it could be rejecting then the organs, right? So only transplanted people won't be helped because of that powerful glutathione. Yes. So basically, any condition. Why is that? I will be saying that I was speaking last week, in the speaker one. It's very easy to understand. Each pathologies on this planet, be mental, physical, emotional, whatever, okay, each pathology has two common traits, which are, oxidative stress and inflammation. And the very molecule in your body designed to take that out or down is glutathione.
So glutathione is produced naturally by the body. So why do we need extra glutathione?
Yes, so basically, naturally, in the best of the world already, from the age of 20, glutathione decreases around 15% less by decade, let's say. But nowadays, with the pollution we live in, the pollutants, the radiations, the overinformation, all sorts of contaminants in the end, makes this decrease much quicker. That's not normal. Okay, that's really a vertiginous descent. This is why, for example, I've been seeing that in the UK that you have so many juvenile cancers nowadays. That's like booming. And this is a sign of huge oxidative stress caused by so many, pollutants, heavy metals, and the like. So yeah, basically, I mean, if you live on, for example, an isolated island with absolutely no pollutions, nothing in the air, in the water, and whatever, you could still live normally like our ancestors, like hundreds of years before. But nowadays, if you don't help your body, having a proper level of glutathione, that's cellular death one by one. And you know what's happening next?
Yeah, excellent. So glutathione is king, and having it in the format of HydraStat seems to be the a good way forward. So how do people get hold of you, Caroline? They're interested in learning more about this amazing technology.
Yeah, so basically, people can contact me or anywhere, basically on Facebook, LinkedIn, on WhatsApp, on my own website as well. So, yes, you can find me quite everywhere, should I say. I even recently opened my YouTube channel, so that's pretty amazing as for me. I'm very happy with that.
What's the name of these things for people listening on podcast? They're only listening audio.
Yeah, if they type, I think if they type Caroline Sommer, they will be finding it. But anyway, I can send you all the links.
The
If
links will be underneath when we do the
yeah, okay,
but for people who are listening, it's Caroline with a C and it's Summer with an O. So it's Sommer. So look up Caroline
absolutely.
Summer.
Yeah, that's not summer like the summer, but summer with a O. Yes,
Yeah, Caroline Summer.
yes.
Marvelous. Lovely to speak with you again, Caroline, and keep up the good work. And let's hope more people get to hear about glutathione, which is incredible and very, very useful, particularly as we age. As you say, each decade, where our natural
Yes.
form of glutathione is reducing, isn't it?
Yeah, no, totally. That's the most vital molecule you have in your body. I mean, without it, you cannot survive. So that's that critical. Yeah.
Marvelous. Thank you again, Caroline. We'll post this up shortly.
Yeah, thank you so much, Elaine. Thank you so much.